There's been an amazing organic, movement created in New York City that's really moving all across the country. Groups like ours, Long Island Progressive Coalition, that has really been fighting for economic justice. We've been frustrated that we haven't felt the message has gotten out to enough people, and that certainly is not the case now. This movement in the city, the Occupy Wall Street movement, has been amazing. They've really been able to get that economic message out that it's not left-right, it's top-down. And as the average person in America, we don't have many opportunities. We don't have good job opportunities. We don't have health care. We don't have good education. And meanwhile, those people on Wall Street keep putting more and more money in their pockets while the rest of us are suffering. And so we are excited about the movement, and we're really ready to work in the future to make sure that progressive taxation and people pay their fair share really happens.
How long do you think it'll take until the message sets in? Do you think you'll even be heard today?
We know we're being heard today. Every day this protest continues. People on Wall Street, people in corporations are scared. They realize that once the American people actually open up their eyes, they're in a lot of trouble. And if we start legislating for the people rather than corporations, they're gonna not be able to make the huge profits that they're making right now. So we know that this makes a difference, and we know that there are protests being started all across the country. People are hearing this message, and they're realizing, and they're waking up and saying, you know what? My family's not doing well, and we don't have much of a future, and this is not what the American dream is about.
And what do you say to these people? What's your advice?
Organize. Don't mourn. Organize. There's a reason she's not getting a job. That job is in India. That job is in South America. Those jobs that we used to have in this country have been given out, and we're basically paying slave wages in other countries. That is not what America's about. No one ever said America is about the 1% getting everything and 99% of us suffering. And that's where we're at. And unfortunately, until our elected officials really understand, it's about the people, not about them. It's not about corporations who pay for their campaigns. It's not about the wealthy people who give them donations. It's about all of us. And how do we have a society where we all do better when we all do better? That's our ultimate goal here.
What other ways after today are you planning on moving forward with this movement?
So we're going to be using all of this attention on taxes to look at New York State. New York State, at the end of this year, a progressive tax on the wealthy is being eliminated. Governor Cuomo has basically given a tax cut of about $5 billion to the wealthiest people of this state. Meanwhile, he has cut over $1.4 billion in education. There are kindergarten classes with 41 kids in it. There is no way to walk through those rooms to teach. And so we want to make sure that next year the millionaire's tax is reinstated. And so we're going to gather the people in the state. We're going to look at Obama's measures as well and make sure that Obama's plan to tax the wealthy goes through. And we are calling it class warfare because ultimately that's what this is.
And how are you feeling?
So, the past few years have been tough. We've seen the Tea Party destroy this country even more than Wall Street has destroyed it. But now I have hope. Watching the demonstrators in Wall Street, people who are sleeping out overnight, people who don't have jobs, people who have jobs and are getting down there just to support people. We had people come here today just to drop off coats to bring to the people on Wall Street. This is a hopeful time, and we're going to make sure we organize like hell so that next year we take back Congress, and that next year we pass the millionaire's tax in New York State, and we do fight for a better economy for all.